As President-elect Biden prepares to take over governing in just 72 days, President Trump and most of the Republican Party are attempting to baselessly and dangerously attack the legitimacy of the election. Now, one thing is true. The media calling a race, as it did on Saturday across all the news organizations, including this one, has no legal force in beginning a presidential transition. What does is the part of the federal government that actually has the job of facilitating a transition from one administration to the other. It's called the General Services Administration, GSA. They actually run the federal buildings. They're sort of a fascinating outfit. They've got all sorts of logistical tasks. And despite being one of the more obscure agencies, it's very important, especially right now. After a candidate is elected, when there's an apparent winner, the head of the GSA signs the official paperwork saying, yep, this person won, this is happening. And then that gives a green light to all sorts of machinery to start moving, groundwork for formal transfer of power. Now, the person in charge of that office is a Trump appointee named Emily Murphy. That's her right there. She is refusing to sign that paperwork, telling NBC News today through a spokesperson it's not quite clear who the winner is yet. This is going to have very real implications for what happens. Here to talk about that high-profile firing just today, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, Democrat of New York, who sits on the Armed Services Committee. I want to get to the sudden termination of Mark Esper in a moment, but I want to start on this fairly obscure but significant decision by the head of GSA. My understanding is that the White House sent someone from the White House counsel's office over to the GSA 10 days ago to be the general counsel there. And the GSA is the one that gives the green light to, start up the transition and let the money go and set up email addresses and clearances and all that. What does it mean if that can't happen?
Every day matters during a transition. It is absolutely critical that we put the politics aside and that we allow the proper transition of our government. That's what our democracy is founded on, the peaceful transition of government. And for this person to continue to play politics when this election has been decided is really outrageous and harmful. We're in the middle of a COVID epidemic. Vice President Biden, President-elect Biden needs to be able to move forward, to talk to HHS, to talk to people throughout the administration, to understand what needs to be done on day one to begin to get this epidemic under control.
Yeah, just so folks know, I just think it's important for sort of accountability purposes. Trent Benishek is the individual I was talking about. He is the GSA general counsel. He was the one who was in the office of White House counsel, special assistant to the president. He's now over there. That's his name, Trent Benishek. He is the person who, along with the head of the GSA, is sort of appears to be involved in blocking this.